storm will come, and when it comes, you will be tested, not in your comfort, but in your chaos, not in your strength, but in your surrender. The question is not if the storm comes, but will you stand when it does? Will you rise when everything else falls? Welcome to the noble aim, where ancient wisdom meets modern battles. Today, we draw from the deep wells of truth to walk through the storms of life, not with fear, but with faith, not with despair, but with divine direction. Understand that the storm is part of the plan. In the book of Job, a man righteous in every way loses everything: his wealth, his health, even his children. And yet, from the ashes of agony comes the unshakable cry, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." Job 13:15. What if the storm isn't punishment, but preparation? What if the pain isn't the end, but the beginning? The Bible doesn't hide suffering. It confronts it head on. Whether it's Joseph betrayed by his brothers, Moses wandering through the desert, or David fleeing from Saul, every hero of faith walked through their storm before stepping into their purpose. You are no different. God doesn't promise calm seas. He promises His presence in the storm. There is psychological power in the Bible's wisdom on perseverance. Let's be real. Storms don't just test your faith. They test your mind, fear, anxiety, self-doubt. They howl like wind against your house. Consider Joshua, just before crossing into the Promised Land. What did God tell him? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. This is psychology before psychology. God addresses fear, discouragement, and loneliness in one command. He knew that before Joshua could conquer Canaan, he had to conquer his own mind. Your battle is the same. When storms rage in your life, your greatest weapon is not outside you, it's within you. We must realize that the furnace of affliction builds unbreakable strength. We love comfort, but comfort never created champions. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. Isaiah 48:10. The furnace isn't punishment, it's purification. Think of Daniel and the 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Thrown into the fiery furnace for refusing to bow to idols, they didn't just survive. They came out untouched, not even smelling like smoke. And who was standing with them in the fire? A 4th man, a divine figure, God Himself. Listen carefully. The fire is where God shows up the closest. When the flames rise, so does the favor. Storms strip away distractions. They reveal who you are. But more importantly, they reveal who God is. It's clear that endurance is the evidence of faith. Modern society tells you success is about speed, but God's success is about stamina. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. The eagle doesn't escape the storm. It uses the storm's wind to rise. Don't despise the wait. Endurance is your elevation. Noah waited 120 years for the rain. Abraham waited decades for the promise. David was anointed king as a boy, but ran for his life before he ever wore the crown. The storm is a test of time, of trust, of tenacity. Can you keep believing when nothing looks like it's changing? Because that's when you're closest to the breakthrough. God works through chaos, not just calm. From the first chapter of Genesis, we see it. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the waters. Genesis 1:2. Chaos was the canvas for creation. Your life may look like it's falling apart, but to God, it's coming together. The Spirit of God moves in darkness, not after the storm, but in the middle of it. God doesn't wait for your life to be perfect to begin His work. He starts right in the disorder, the confusion, the heartache. Where you see ruins, He sees a resurrection. Always remember that you are not alone in this battle. The enemy will try to isolate you, to make you believe you are the only one facing this storm. But Scripture shatters that lie. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. Isaiah 41:10. God is not a distant observer. He's a present defender. He was with Moses in the Red Sea. He was with Joseph in prison. He was with Ruth in her poverty. And He is with you right now. Even if your friends left, even if your family doesn't understand, you are not alone. The same God who walked with prophets and kings walks with you. What you survive, you're called to lead. There's a divine purpose for your pain. Joseph went from pit to prison to palace, not in spite of the storm, but because of it. He told his brothers, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive." Genesis 50:20. When you survive the storm, you carry wisdom, strength, and compassion that others need. You're not just fighting for yourself. You're fighting for the generation after you, for your children, for your community, for those watching your example. Your scars will become someone else's survival guide. Restoration always follows the storm. Storms may break things, but God rebuilds better than before. I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. You didn't lose time. You gained testimony. God never lets pain go to waste. Every tear, every trial, every sleepless night, it's a seed for a greater harvest. Look at Job. After the storm, after the loss, after the silence, God restored him double. That's not just a story. That's a promise. Your restoration is coming, and it will be more than you can imagine. You were built for this. God knew your storm before you ever faced it. He didn't just design your destiny. He designed your resilience. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Jeremiah 1:5. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are equipped. There is fire in your bones, power in your praise, glory in your scars. You were built for this storm, not to break under it, but to rise through it. Know that faith is the anchor in the storm. Let's end with this. The storm may shake your plans. It may shake your peace. It may even shake your emotions. But it can never shake your foundation, if your foundation is faith. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Proverbs 18:10. When you hold on to God, you don't lose. Not when the storm hits. Not when people leave. Not when the answers delay. Your anchor is not in what you see, but in who you trust. Let me leave you with this. Stand and fight. You may be in the middle of the storm right now. Maybe you're facing sickness. Maybe you've lost someone. Maybe you're broke, betrayed, or broken. But hear me clearly. This is not your end. This is your refinement. This is not where your story collapses. It's where it begins again, with deeper faith, sharper vision, and unshakable hope. You have survived storms before. You'll survive this one too, because you were never alone. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. Psalm 34, verse 19. If this message touched your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs hope. Comment below what storm you're going through. We're building a community that lifts each other up. Subscribe to The Noble Aim for more powerful biblical wisdom to strengthen your spirit. Remember, Storms don't last forever, but the strength you build in them, that lasts a lifetime. Until next time, keep your head high, your heart strong, and your aim noble.